Alright guys, Rex here. I know it's, we put out one video today, we're putting out a second one. I wanted to put some thoughts out and also let y'all see what the progress is looking like for the LEDs. I haven't really decided what color I want to go yet, but I can go any color in the rainbow because that's just the way these are. So, let's get right into it. First, I'll show you what the lights look like from every angle. I'm going to turn off the lights above me so you can see it. Alright, so here we go. This is what we're looking like right now. Looks like there's more light on the right side, and that's actually exactly how it is. Unfortunately, the way these things are set up, that's just the way it's going to be. So you can see I got a light right here in the front on that side. Got a light under. Can't really see my hand barely, except, you know, when this runs through it. Light right there, and then there is a light on the bottom, and then there's a light right here above the tire. So quickly let y'all see that. It's bright like the sun. I can't really get down, but you can see there's a bar down there. There is a bar right here. What I'm trying to do is put them in a way where you can't really see them unless you're looking from the very back side. You know, I don't want you to be able to see it from the top, basically. So there's a big ass bar right there, and there's a bright little bunch right there too. So let's go ahead and turn the light back on now. There we go. So that's what we got going on right now. I'm getting ready to slap everything back together. I think I got it all situated. It took a little bit, but you know, doing things right takes a little bit. It's just the way it is. So we gotta go ahead and slap everything back together, but I wanted to show you what the progress was. As always, I use a kill switch. So whenever I want to turn it off, right here, just a little button, boop. And now the bike is basically back to, you don't see anything. And turn it back on. As you can see, it turns white, and then it'll turn whatever color I had it set to. All this stuff's done through this little console right here. I can basically change it with a touch of a button. As you can see, it turned pink. Or I can do it with the phone app. The phone app is actually pretty cool. There's different gestures or whatever. Right now I think this is just like a pulse. Anyways, so that's basically what we got going on. So I never really got into why I was stretching the bike in the first place, I guess. So the main thing that happens is with this bike, and shit, with a lot of the 1000cc's, you know, they're fast. That's just what they are, right? And you have a lot of torque and a lot of horsepower. And what ended up happening, well, in all these bikes, you know, we have wheelie control on here to kind of help, because, you know, if you give it too much throttle, you know, in some of the gears, it just comes straight up, and there's just no way around that. So how do we get around doing that? How do we make these bikes faster in a straight line without having to deal with wheeling and stuff? Well, there's a couple ways you can go about it. You can lower the bike. Lowering the bike is a big part of it. You can strap the front end, which lowers the front end, kind of changes like the angle. So instead of your bike sitting like this, it's going to be a little bit more like this, and that helps, you know, kind of prevent it from coming up. And then what you can do is you can stretch out the back end, and that's also a way. Basically, it lowers the amount of traction you have on the back tire patch. And you can also overdo it. You can put too much stretch, and then your bike doesn't have any traction, and then you just spin the tire and nothing happens. So, you know, you can't just stretch it like, you know, 50 feet. There's a limit, and I'm sure there's some type of math equation to figure out how far you should do it. I'm only going about 4 inches. I think that's about right. You don't want to get too far. Yeah, there's people like 10, 12-inch swing arms, and you're just like, what the fuck are you doing? They're doing it for looks more than anything, because unless you're a drag bike with, like, you know, 700 horsepower, there's literally no point in that. unless you like the way it looks and you do whatever the hell you want, basically, is the way I feel about it. So that's the reason why this is getting stretched. The bracket that's going to be on it will, so what goes into that before I even go into that part? Well, when you stretch your bike, I'll show you here what a rear brake looks like. This is the rear brake right here, so Nissan. And this is the rotor right here. Well, when you stretch it, see how they have these lines right here? This uses the ABS unit. I don't know exactly where the ABS is, but basically it's using a computer to tell if the bike is locking the rear wheel, so it pulses the brake instead of keeping it locked, so you don't slide basically. And it keeps the wheel rolling but slowly stopping. It's good and bad. It depends on the situation. If you need to stop really fast, it's not very good, obviously. But like, say if you're in a condition like where you're turning or whatever, it's a little bit better for stuff like that. That's basically what it's there. It's there so you don't lock your wheel and flip yourself off your bike, which that's how I broke this hand actually. I didn't have ABS on the other bike, and I grabbed too much front brake, and what did the bike do? It locked the front wheel, slid on something, and as soon as it kicked that rock out, guess what? I did a flip over the handlebars. So, obviously not ideal. Feel very good, obviously. So, that being said, at least we're done with that. My hand is nice and full strength again. I'm ready to get right back at it, and I have been this whole time. So that's the reason why you stretch it. Now, with those brakes, when you get an extended swing arm, the brake itself has very specific lengths of brake hose or whatever the hell you want to call it. So you also have to increase that if you want to keep your rear brake, and most people want to keep their rear brake like me. So we're going to go ahead and we bought an extended braided line. Other than that, what else did we get? So we have a NOS bracket on mine. I am going to put NOS on this bike. I've been wanting to do a bike with nitrous on it forever, pretty much. Well, really, I just want nitrous on anything just for the fuck of it. I think it looks cool. Sounds cool. Gives you a crazy amount of horsepower. You can blow your fucking engine up if you're not careful, so we'll be careful. We have plenty of people that know what they're doing, and we will set it up accordingly. It's not so much to get a super high mile per hour. I don't really care about that so much. I just want to be able to accelerate faster, and this will definitely achieve that goal. Now there's a couple of different ways to do it. I can put an engine in, I can change the head and cams, springs and all that shit, and valves. Nitrous is probably the easiest way and the cheapest way, honestly. The only downside is you have to refill the fucking nitrous bottle, but guess what? The people that work on my bike also are going to have a nitrous tank there, so I'll be able to fill up whenever the fuck I want. So, now obviously that's going to be at a cost to me, but at least I can do that. So that being said, we'll determine on what the shot size is going to be. A 30 shot is pretty normal. You don't want to go too much higher than that. Maybe 40, 50, probably not even that much. I've seen this CBR here make 252 on a dyno. 252 horsepower and 150 torque. What the fuck numbers are those? That's a fast bike. And it looks good too. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of go over that real quick so y'all can see, what my thought processes are, where we're going, how my lights look, While I ride at night, I like having them on because it lets people see you. Lights attract your eyes are attracted to lights whether you know it or not. And it's a lot easier for you not to get ran over if they see you fucking coming. It's also a reason why I always run with high beams on. Why? Because I want you to know I am on the way. I'm coming down through this area. Now, I'm sorry that what happened to the guy that died recently. I actually knew him. I didn't even know that I knew him. I had met him a couple of times, and he showed up to the places we hang out at, as a giant biking group. And, I had literally seen him a couple of days ago. And then like the very next day or the day after, boom, he's dead in a motorcycle accident. Crazy. Anyways, that being said, I don't want to rant on too much about it. I got so much stuff to talk about. So much time too. I just wanted to put y'all another video out because I know I've been slacking. It is what it is. I got plenty of recorded videos so y'all can see all the cool stuff that I've been doing. Don't worry, I'm still recording actual writing. It's just, we're kind of in like a new zone right now. And we're evolving. We're going to do better. That's what I want to do. This year, we're going to hit this hard. I am so glad that y'all have started subscribing, and I'm starting to move up here. I got 240 subscribers last I checked, and I was like, damn. I remember like yesterday I had like 5. It's awesome. So I'll do like a special video for my 200 subscribers, and when we get to 1,000, we'll do a special video, and when we get to 10,000, we're gonna keep going until who fucking knows. Let's see how far we can go. Let's push it as far as it goes. Anyways, that being said, if you're new here, please subscribe. It's free. You can do it. Like, leave a comment. Tell me what y'all think about the bike. Tell me what y'all are working on. Are y'all riding bikes? Or is this something you want to do and you just can't yet? Or, where are you from even? I know I got people from all over watching. And I'm here in the States, but I have been just about everywhere. So, see y'all in the next one.